All right, Fake Radio 2023. We back. We back.
Bring it in the new year.
Special guest. This is your first interview, right?
Yeah. This is my first
Right.
official interview. Yeah.
Love to hear it. Introduce yourself.
I go by the name of Lowkey T, producer from the DMV. Didn't mean to rhyme, but
Yep.
we do that.
You're from Baltimore specifically, right?
Not Baltimore, just out of side. I actually basically just in between DC and Baltimore.
Got you.
suburbs, like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got my grandparents live there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what's up. So what was like the music scene out there like?
It's weird because I didn't really know about the music scene out there until I really came out here. But as just a kid growing up, you had your like bigger hit records and stuff like that, and then like I want to say I was in high school when like uh that Gold Link song blew up, like the Gold Link Front Five song blew up, so then like that was pretty popping, but it's like unless you're really into like DC rap or like really into like Baltimore rap. I mean, like we had like I remember like Lil Scooter was like really big before he died, but there wasn't really like a lot popping. I mean, like you have like the stuff that was going on in Virginia and stuff like that, but those guys were already so big that like they kind of were just like everybody thing. Like it didn't really like. I mean, being from Maryland, you're not like oh Pharrell, blah blah blah. Like you're not like repping Virginia Beach, like
Nah,
from
for real,
Maryland.
for real.
So, yeah. It wasn't a lot, but
Yeah.
I was just so into music that I was just into everything else.
Yeah. So like, what artists were you bumping as a kid?
As a kid, it was weird. I started out before I really got into rap. I was like that was back in like the MTV days. So
Got you.
I was watching a lot of music videos, and like the rock music videos were like crazy. Like I remember it's crazy that there's like a resurgence of like people saying that like they like Haley Williams and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and, like,
that's interesting.
Panic at the Disco, because like I felt like heard for the first time for real.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay,
that was
okay.
like kind of the stuff that I liked before rap.
Got you.
And then I saw like a Tribe Called Quest music video for Scenario, and then that changed everything. It started listening to rap. But now to answer your question, it was like a bunch of different stuff. Like I really loved like Travis Scott, like the SoundCloud, because you're talking like early SoundCloud days too. So like everyone was killing it. Like there was just Kendrick, like obviously, everything that like Pierre Bourne was doing with like everybody else. So like all like the early Cardi shit, like was like definitely spinning. Yeah, there was just a ton of influences.
Word. And then so what initially got you into producing? What made you choose that route?
So it was actually this like I like telling this story because it was like way back. Like I like asking people if they remember this cartoon. It was like this cartoon made by Andre 3000 called Class of 3000.
But that's literally the exact same way I got into music.
That's crazy. You're the first person that's like
Class of 3000, bro.
Yeah. So they had this game. You know how Cartoon Network had like video games on there, like So there, one of the games was like straight up, like every character had like their own loops for their instruments.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And like you could make songs like on like through that, and like I loved that game.
Yeah.
And, like, I used to play the game for like hours.
Got you.
Yeah, like it was really cool. It was sick. And then from there, I think I downloaded like a trial at FL when I was in like high school.
Cool.
And then I got when I got to college, I got a crack of like Logic Pro.
Yeah.
I finally bought it. For those listening, but yeah, and then from there, it was just
Yeah. And who was like the first person who used one of your beats?
First person who used one of my beats. I don't know, cause like so many songs didn't come out.
Yeah.
I would say like honestly, just recently, like I've been producing for a while, and like, I've had friends who have been like involved, but like only recently has like a lot of stuff been coming out.
Right. Yeah.
But I'd say like probably my friend Keegan. He goes by Badger.
Right. Yeah.
He's probably like the person that like really started like being like, yo, like let's work.
Yeah. I peeped his music.
Yeah. He slides. He's
Cool.
Yeah.
And so you moved out here like a year ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, little, yeah,
Got you.
around
Got
a
you. Got
year.
you. Cool. 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 And so a lot of people have been checking out your.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, I see why people move here. Like,
Nah, for real.
it's a lot of stuff starts moving fast when you're out in LA.
Yup.
I think that I lucked out in just finding like a pocket of people that are really like one just genuinely like good people, and
Mhm.
then they just so happen to make like incredible ass music.
Yeah.
So like I'm only getting better by working with like the people
Yeah.
I'm working, just like getting to meet so many people, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So yeah.
And do rappers like reach out to you now,
Yeah,
like find people at
yeah, like
shows?
more or
Yeah.
less. I definitely still am just shooting. I'm definitely just shooting to try. I have like people in mind that I'm trying to work with and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like I mean,
Alright.
people always like hit you up for free beats.
Got you. Got
That's
you.
like a
Yeah. Nah.
that's a
Yeah.
thing. But like
People, I don't even produce them. People hit me.
yeah, yeah. As soon as you're popping, people are just like yo.
Uh huh.
But like I'm not even popping, and like
Mhm.
it's an interesting experience for sure.
Yeah. And so who? I need top 5 favorite producers.
Top five
producers.
favorite
Yeah.
producers. All right, I gotta throw in like Dilla just
Mhm.
because I really got into sampling and just like that, learning about that and then learning what he did is crazy.
Yeah.
I already mentioned Pierre. Like this
Yep.
is not gonna be in any order, by the way.
No.
I
No.
don't
No.
know if I
No.
can
No.
rate, but I mentioned Pierre just because like his ability to do like if you look back at his stuff, it's not like overly complicated and like there's not crazy, but like
Mhm.
you can listen to the same loop, 8 bar loop by Pierre Bourne for like 2 hours straight and not be
Facts.
bored. And like that's a skill.
Mhm.
And then his ability to just like work with like I think like getting art out of artists is like a
Mhm.
skill that people don't like think about.
Yeah.
And that man is like mixing and mastering everybody's like that he works with, like
Mhm.
Nudi's shit, like
Yo.
the early Cardi shit. Like he puts in so much work and I respect that. Um I'd say Monte Booker is really high up there
Word.
for me.
Yeah.
I respect like press and play and people knowing it's you. And I think that like he's pushing stuff forward, and two just like that it's Monte Booker as soon as you press play.
Yeah.
like,
For.
I mean, and damn, that's three.
Mhm.
Four. I'm trying to think. I really like who would I really like? I'm trying to think. You put me on the spot. I really like let me think.
I can throw out some names. Let me think. You like Pharrell? You're into?
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, I was about to say like it's Timbo, Pharrell, probably
Yep.
rounding up
Yeah.
five,
Yeah.
4 and 5, just because like I grew up in Virginia, like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know Virginia and stuff like that,
Gotcha,
and then
gotcha.
like I said, the ability to like for people to just press play and just like that's a Pharrell beat, like or it's a Timbo beat. And then like they both also like with Justin and like with Missy and stuff like that, just got so much art out of crazy ass artists.
Cool. And so you said you bought Logic. What's your go-to software right now? Like currently?
So LA kind of got to me. I switched to Ableton.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I switched to Ableton because a lot of people. One, I just wanted to be able to like I might still switch to FL eventually, but I just want to be able to like work with everybody. So I wanted to know how to use everything.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. And I see you got some placements with that dude Indigo.
Yeah, Iotemi. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He's dope. Like the way I met him was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like I met him like on the plane ride to moving to LA.
Word.
Yeah, like yeah. Like him and this guy Samwise, who's also an artist who's like crazy. He's really talented. He they were just like on the plane. I could already tell they were artists just because of how they looked and like dressed, and they had multiple instruments. Like, and so like I like leaned over and like started talking to them, and they invited me to their concert, and it was like an incredible ass performance, and it blew me away. And then we just started talking. Then like me and Tammy made a bunch of songs. Then like probably 4 months into us knowing each other, we found out like we went to high school like 10 minutes away from each
Wow.
other. Yeah, like a lot of the same people and stuff like that. It's like pretty serendipitous how that happens.
That's some fake shit.
Yeah,
You met him on the
for real.
plane.
Yeah, like a random like happenstance. We both happened to buy a ticket and like and like look.
Was he moving here too? Like at the same.
Not moving here. He ended up staying, like, living on my couch for, like, half a year. Like, which was, like, a really crazy experience just because, like, we ended up making, like, that's when we ended up making a lot of the songs that we ended up putting out. And then I ended up meeting a lot of people through Temmie. And then Temmie ended up making a lot of moves, too. It was just a really crazy time, honestly. Yeah.
So a lot of the people you work with are, like, close friends?
Yeah, I would say. Like, it's kind of weird. Because this is probably like the farthest I've ever been from home. Is like I've never like left the country or anything like that. So like me moving to LA was kind of crazy. And so I think my bar for friendship was a little higher than most. But like the people that I'm meeting out and around and stuff, like I definitely like I'm cool to fuck with and stuff like that. Like I don't like to assume like that I'm friends with anybody before that's like been established. But like. Everyone that I've been like making music with has been like really, really cool, and like honestly, I've been learning a lot. So sweet. Yeah.
No, I feel that. All right, so we got a game on this show. Choose one person who you want to collab with, who you like know in person that you haven't collabed with yet. Call them out, and then one person who you don't know. Could be anyone.
I don't know.
Yeah, just like a dream
collab. A lot of my friends, my music friends, have been working with this guy, Lowkey T.
Okay.
And he's like I tweeted the other day, like that's probably the person I'm spinning the most because like he's I think he's from Mississippi.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but like his shit is just so hard. Like it's just like it's like that type of like dirty South shit that like I remember listening to. I was a big Crit fan. I'm a big Crit fan, so like I love that type of shit. Cool. And he does that type of shit well, so I'm definitely excited. I definitely could. I'm trying to. Like it's been a little bit since I made beats like that. Yeah, but I'm definitely trying to work with him in the future. And then one person I don't know. Let me think, because there's a ton of people. Probably. I want to say, like Smino is like that would be crazy, and I know some people who have, and they had a great time and said he was awesome. Yeah, so, like, I definitely would love to have that experience.
That new project was like overwhelmingly
wild.
Good. Yeah,
wild, dude. Yeah. Like it was.
I was
so
like,
good.
Where do I even start with?
And I'm like that weird super fan that like follows along. So like I was telling my friends, I'm like, oh, I think they finished the album, dude. Like,
oh yeah,
I was like watching Monte's story, like, oh, they're mixing it. Like,
no, yeah.
Like it was, because I just love the process. Yeah, like, it's awesome.
So you said you were into like Pharrell, Timbo, because like it's their kind of beat. What would you say is like the defining like aspect of a Lowkey T beat, if you had to say? It's a tricky question, but
I don't know. But people always say my drums.
Okay.
Like people always like call me in for the drums, which is crazy because I never like did percussion at all. I did music.
Word.
But I played the saxophone for a while. Like I didn't do any of the percussion. Percussion was always like so wild to me because I did not understand how to like read the percussion shit. But like I'd say like the drums, and then like people say I think the word they use is bounce, which is like awesome to hear because I love getting people moving. I think that's like why I just like people enjoying music. So.
Got you. Yeah. And what's like the instrumental you're like the most proud of that's out right now that you like?
Damn, that's a good question. Because there's so much shit that in and out that I love. I'm trying to think of like what is out. Probably I'm trying to probably Switch My Flow. That was because that was like a really cool experience in the studio because we made like so many songs that day. Yeah, and that was something that like I didn't think that he would like. Like it like with Badger. Right. He can do whatever he wants to. He's like just that talented, but it's just like what he's feeling, and like the stuff that he was making before that was not that, and I kind of was like just kind of scrambling to play on beats. Yeah, and it worked out.
Yeah. And do you have a studio that you like work at like consistently, or do you go to multiple studios depending on the artist? Like,
I'm traveling right now.
Gotcha.
That's probably the next place. Because I kind of had to scramble and find a place. So my place is like small as hell. So I just honestly just been like focusing on just like sending out stuff to people.
Gotcha.
That's how I've been getting stuff done. Like a lot of internet stuff, which is interesting time, honestly. But
is Badger based here? Is he remote?
He's everywhere, but
okay.
He's up in Boston a lot.
Boston?
He's but like he's kind of based like in Maryland still.
Gotcha.
But he's up in Boston because he works a lot with he actually works a lot with Ari Lennox's guitar player, like her tour guitar player.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, I actually just found out today that that song "Switch My Flow" got added to her tour playlist. So it plays. There we go. Plays at her tour.
That's what's up.
Crazy. Yeah.
And that's a DMV artist right there.
Big DMV artist.
And shout out Boston because that's where I'm based. You're where I'm from.
Hell yeah.
All right. Last question. Any advice to any young producers? Anyone who's interested in making beats? What you got?
Just make a lot of beats, man. Like, and be honest with yourself. Like, I think that's like. I think everyone's gonna tell you that they struggle with this, but it's like you make a bunch of music and you don't know if it's good. You think it's good, and like the thing that you have to like realize is like that's all that matters. And you got to be confident and like bring that into rooms with other people, knowing that it's good. And then like if they don't like it, it's not that they don't like it, like that it's bad.
For sure.
Just don't have the right people. So I think my advice would just be like, just be confident in yourself and just know yourself and
Gotcha.
and like how you want to sound.
Cool. And one last question, real quick. Yeah. Favorite weird instrument.
Favorite weird instrument.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know the name of it, but it's this crazy ass like it's like this crazy. It's like comes kind of like in a giant rectangle. And there's strings down like the whole like side, and you play it like a piano, but it's technically a guitar.
I know what you're talking
you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. That shit looks so crazy. I'd definitely love to play one of those.
Gotcha.
Crazy.
Word. And all right, there we go. Lowkey T. Any like concrete thing that we can talk about coming up?
Not concrete. I mean, so we're re-releasing re-releasing Inagotopia. Or Indonesia, sorry. Right. Just because there's some weird things with the credits and stuff like that. So I think that's coming out like February 17th again. So check that out.
Got you.
And then
there we go. Do you mix and master too, or just
a little bit? I haven't recently. I've honestly just been making.
Got you.
Nice.
Fire. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, man.
For sure. First interview. DJ Rax Kills, Lowkey T, Easy. Out.